You're 4 years old. You're born into a family nobody wants to be near. Your mother spends her days praying for your soul before you even know you need saving. Your father is always gone, doing work that makes grown men go quiet when his name comes up. And even at 4 years old, you can tell something about your family isn't right. People don't just avoid your house. They make the sign of the cross when they walk past it. Your mother never takes you to the market, never lets you play with the other kids. She says it's because of wild animals. You're starting to think your mother lied about the wild animals. You just turned 8. Your father sits you down one evening and tells you the truth about what he does for a living. He doesn't apologize. He just tells you this is what the family has always done. Training starts immediately. Not on people, not yet. On animals. He hands you a bone and tells you to break it clean. You don't understand why. He says understanding comes later. Obedience comes first. You spend months breaking bones, learning exactly how much pressure it takes, where the weak points are, how muscle and tendon behave under strain. You learn this the way other kids learn to swim. Terrifying at first, then just something you know how to do. The smell of rotting meat clings to your clothes. Your mother washes them 3 times. It doesn't come out. Nothing about this job comes out. You're 10 years old. You see your first session. A man accused of stealing grain. He's crying before your father even touches him. Your father doesn't rush. He lays the tools out slowly, deliberately, because he knows the anticipation does half the work. Thumb screws, rope, a wooden board with leather straps. The man confesses to stealing grain. A man who probably never stole anything in his life. Names people who don't exist. Says whatever comes to mind before your father even touches him. Your father looks at you afterward and asks what you learned. You say nothing because there are no words for what you just watched. He nods like that's the right answer. You're now 12 years old. You spend 2 years watching your father. Then one day he steps aside and hands you the pliers. Your turn, he says. Your hands are shaking. The prisoner is looking at you with eyes that will follow you into every dream you have for the next 40 years. Your father's hand lands on your shoulder. Not comforting, a warning. You do it. It takes too long. Your technique is poor. The prisoner passes out before you're done. Your father shakes his head. You need more practice, he says. A lot more. You're now 15 years old. You're good at this now. Not good like you're proud of it. Good like you've stopped making mistakes. Good like the job gets done and you go home and don't think about it until the next one. Your father teaches you the rack, a wooden frame that stretches the body in opposite directions. He teaches you to listen to the breathing. When it gets ragged, ease off. When they start talking, keep going. The goal is never to kill them. Death means no confession. Death means you did it wrong. You learn the difference between pain that breaks a person and pain that just hurts them. You become very good at the first kind. You just turned 18. And your father gives you your first solo case. A woman accused of witchcraft because her neighbor's cow died and someone needed a reason. You show her the tools. She denies everything. You proceed. She confesses to flying on broomsticks, consorting with the devil, cursing the harvest. None of it happened. All of it is exactly what the court needs to hear. The crowd that watches her burn cheers. A few of them nod at you with something that isn't quite respect, but is the closest thing to it you'll ever receive from a stranger. You walk home, you sit at your table, you eat bread, and say nothing to anyone. You're 25 years old. They call you the bone breaker in 3 towns. Your name makes people go quiet mid-sentence. Criminals confess before you even enter the room sometimes. Just the news that you've been hired is enough. You live at the edge of town. Everyone knows where you live and nobody visits unless they have to. Even the priest keeps his distance, which you find darkly funny given that most of your work is done at the church's request. You find a woman eventually, someone who understands what it is to be society's necessary thing that nobody wants to look at directly. You get married quietly, no celebration, nobody comes, but at least you stop going home to an empty house. You're now 30 years old. You have sons now. For a few years, you let yourself believe they might escape it, that maybe you can save enough money, move somewhere far enough, give them a different name and a different start. Then reality arrives the way it always does, quietly, without giving you time to argue with it. There is nowhere to go. Your family name follows you. Your trade follows you. The curse, as your mother always called it, follows you. You sit your eldest son down on his 13th birthday. You say the same things your father said to you. You watch his face do the same things your face did. Training starts the next morning. You're 40 years old. Your hands shake now. Years of gripping tools. The constant tension of precision work done under pressure. It accumulates. You make mistakes you wouldn't have made at 25. A prisoner dies before confessing. The judge is furious. Your reputation cracks. Your son steps in where you can't anymore. He's better than you were at his age. More efficient. You watch him work and feel something you can't quite name. Pride and horror, occupying the same space in your chest. You're 48 years old now. You retire. There's no ceremony for this. Your hands are too unreliable, and the court has younger options. You drink a lot now, and you sleep badly. You wake up with faces in your head that you never learned the names of, which somehow makes it worse. Your wife sits with you in the evenings. She doesn't ask how you're doing because she already knows. She just sits there. It's more than most people have given you in your entire life. You're 52 years old. You die on a Tuesday. Nothing dramatic. Your heart just stops, which is more peace than most people in your profession get. Your sons bury you in the corner of the cemetery reserved for people like you, away from the decent folk, as the church puts it. No priest says words over your grave, no crowd gathers, just your family standing in the cold saying nothing because there's nothing that covers all of it. Somewhere across town, your grandson is 6 years old and already noticing that people cross themselves when his family walks past. He doesn't know why yet. He will.